Today is the Ride Everything Challenge here at Cedar Point. So we're getting fast lane. We're riding as much as we possibly can here at the park today. And that doesn't just mean roller coasters. That means flat rides. That means everything made for adults here at Cedar Point. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's go. Well, guys, Monday at 10 o'clock. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen. I've never seen this kind of a line here. Maybe I can just edit an entire video while I wait for this. Sorry, I get a bad attitude about this kind of stuff. Finally 2 cars away. Wow. A full 20 minutes later. I just paid $4 to go half as fast. Ohio, if your turnpike is gonna be like this, then maybe we need to not use it anymore. My patience is already paper thin for lines. These have been the dumbest, hugest lines I have ever seen. And I am so tired of them. So expect low patience from this video. And yes, that was me having a 3-year-old tantrum about lines. Maybe I need to invest in a fast lane today because I just can't deal with it. It's 10:40 right now because we have had line after line after line through Sandusky. The slowest I have ever gone through Sandusky. I have no idea what's happening, but I am super, super annoyed with it. I mean, yes, you need to pack your patient pants, and honestly, I need an extra pair today. But this, just know that you're not the only ones who get annoyed with lines being extremely long. All right, 10:45, and I'm finally headed into the park here at Cedar Point. Man, that was a taxing morning. This line over here is a much better line than that one is. So I'm glad to see that. Looks like this time though, going all the way to the right is the better option. Okay, I don't mind waiting in lines in the park, but all of these lines, all the way in, today they're taxing on me. Absolutely taxing on me. I can't deal with it. First of all, we have fast lane here. Look at that line for fast lane. You don't buy fast lane up there at the front where fast lane is, or get your bands there either. You're much better off going to Point Plaza, but even at Point Plaza, look at that line. So instead, we move on, we continue down further. You can buy fast lane at lots of places across the park. Not just at these 2 places. We're gonna keep on moving to where we can buy them without having to wait nearly as much. Future Trent here, thank you for watching today. Please press that like button and also tell me down below which of the flat rides is your favorite here at Cedar Point. Also, please press that subscribe button if you haven't yet. What are you doing, my buddy? Let's go. Come enjoy this roller coaster and theme park loving family. We'd love to have you guys doing all that stuff with us. Also, please check out Patreon and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff coming. Patreon and on Instagram, we're going to be doing an Instagram Decides Our Day pretty soon here. So thank you guys for joining. Let's get back to it. Now, if I am not mistaken, you can buy fast lane here in Pagoda also. Not just at the other ones that were up at the front. So we're coming in here to check it out right now. Let's see what we can do. They do sell fast lane in here. We have it without a line. All right. So yeah, why wait in the line when you have other options of places where you can buy fast lane throughout the park at the majority of the park-owned merch locations, meaning not this airbrush store behind me, but the places that are usually bigger. They have the Cedar Point merch with them. You can buy fast lane. Today, I'm obviously extremely impatient. Sometimes that happens. You just can't deal with people or with having to wait behind 1,000 people again one more time. So today, we're coming around. We're gonna try to be strategic about hitting every single ride here at Cedar Point today. So, let's go. It's actually already 11 o'clock. We're gonna come in and grab something to eat real fast here. At Coaster's Diner, they have everything ready for you anyway. So all I'm gonna need to do is hop in, grab a cheeseburger real fast, and be done with it. And in here, I can kind of start to develop a strategy for the day of what I want to hit and when I want to hit it, or at least for the first, 3 or 4 rides. All right, they do have onion rings here. They actually give you quite a few. This I've already started eating, and I've eaten about half of them. But the onion rings are really good. And then, of course, I have my cheeseburger here also. If their burger was already good, then their cheeseburger just adds even more. They also have a topping bar over at the side where you can get additional stuff, put lettuce and onions and things like that on it if you like it or if you want it. I'm happy with it plain. Of course, on my day of impatience, I never like lines here at Cedar Point, and I always try to actively avoid them, but today is a different kind of level on that. So, we're going through Rougarou just so that we can use up this time here, which is usually my strategy. So, but we're gonna see how long this line actually is right now too. All right, at least I'm making a little bit of decent use on this. There is a bit of a line, and then we'll go hit Millennium right after this. Tell me down in the comments, have you ever had a day where you're just extremely lacking in patience and you just couldn't deal with a group of people, like at all? Because that's kind of where I am right now, so make me feel better, guys. Let's go. This line says a 5-minute wait. Even just right here, this is still going to be 5 minutes. And we're going in right now. Let's go. All right, that was a great ride. And our next is at an hour-long wait, but not for us, Millennium Force.
Perfect, I'll set your right. I said for me, I'll set your right.
They are running 2 trains today. It is a very busy day here at Cedar Point, and this line is moving even slower. But the 2 trains make it even more vital that the fast lane is something that we have today.
Exit carefully to your right. Thank you for riding Millennium Force, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Cedar Point.
ELR second, the black seatbelt cutters. ELR second, you can leave the red strap hanging out. A beautiful, lovely ride associate
about 24
or
minutes since we got hopped in line here, and it's time to go. All right, so about a 25-minute wait on Millennium Force, which said it was going to be an hour-long wait. So let's say that was a decent amount. I am sure it would have been longer than an hour for that entire wait, considering the amount of time we just waited in basically just the regular part of the queue where everything merges together. All right, I've been texting Nathan and telling him how annoyed I've been today, and he suggested I probably need a beer, so he's probably right. I think we'll go probably with the Tequila Sunrise this time. All right, the classic Old Trusty. I love the Tequila Sunrise. Sorry, it is so good. They have opened up the ability to pan for gemstones. You go inside the, I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's Fort Sandusky Mining Company right there. And you get a little bag that you can go empty into the pan, and then you can try to wash away until you find whatever hidden treasures are inside it. Which I think would be really fun. I haven't seen that open when I've had my daughter before, but that may be something that I'll have to do sometime soon. It's not quite warm enough yet for me to try to hit Thunder Canyon. It might be, honestly, about as warm as it's going to be today yet, though, but we will definitely have to try to hit it because we are trying to hit everything today, not just coasters, as much of everything as possible. It may take us a couple days to hit it, though. We'll have to see. Last year, it took me 3 days to get all of these. It's my hope this time, especially with Fastlane, that I can do it in less time than that. Maverick must be closed down for right now. I don't see anyone in the line, and I see a few Fastlaners camping out outside of it. I am most certainly not going to be doing that. I've got a drink to finish up anyway, so we'll finish up the drink while we're in line for Steel Vengeance. Seems like a plan to me. More people waiting outside of it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Waiting outside of a broken down line is a great way to double the length of your wait. You do not need to do that. Unless you're thinking like, I'm like the first person in line. So I'm gonna end up with a 30-minute wait, but everyone else is gonna end up with more than that. It might be okay. I still just tend to say, first of all, chances of you being the first in line, very, very low. Secondly, why wait when you can move, when you can go see something? Just like right now, we've got a train going on behind me, which means it's time for a merch location. Into the Frontier Town Emporium. Always fun to take a quick little gander at the merch here at Cedar Point when you have a moment to. You can get all of your merch for Steel Vengeance that you may want. And of course more than that, but Steel Vengeance t-shirts, mugs, another t-shirt, sweatshirt, cup, more t-shirts. And then of course you've also got some other large graphic tees too. I actually really like these. I'm a sucker for 70s iconography. I also love these little bears. Those are so cool. And some snow globes. You can also get a few odds and ends that you may need, slash also straps for your glasses if you would like to use those. And even some candies. That was 1,000 times more interesting than waiting in a massive line just to go through a train. There's no reason to wait for that when I can go do something else that's just as much fun, if not more. Decent little line for Fastlane right now. But that just means that there's plenty of time for me to finish this little monster up. All right, I think Maverick said 75 minutes last I looked at it. And I do see people on it and in the line now. So now that we've ridden Steel Vengeance, we'll go hit Maverick also. Kind of finish up everything in this part of the park and then keep moving on from there. And here we are at Maverick, ready for a fast lane. There are not people out here, but it looks like it's going right up to the door. So obviously it's a fast lane line. It's not the worst, but I do feel like it could be a lot better. So I'm just not gonna do it right now. Instead, we might see what the fast lane line is like for our water ride coming up right here. One best way to do Snake River Falls, especially if you want to keep your shoes on, which I'm going to this time, you can do Snake River Falls, and then when you're done, you have to exit over there. So leave your shirt, all that kind of stuff over here. I'm not sure where, but leave whatever you want over there. And then come over to the other side, ride one more water ride. And then from there, you can walk back around and get all your stuff. Looks like just like what these people are doing right now. Never mind, it is delayed. Oh man, I'd even started getting ready. But that's okay. We'll come back in just a little bit and do that later. But for now, we'll hit a few more roller coasters, including this one right here. Oh, never mind. We're gonna wait for that to get lower too. We're gonna ride things with fast lane for right now, with fast lane lines that are not just massive first. And then we'll come back as lines get lower on tonight, or we'll come back another day when we don't have fast lane to finish up those rides that do have long lines. Right, so here's Gemini. It looks like the fast lane line doesn't have a whole lot of people in it, so that's good. Let's go. This entire line has been 3 minutes. Let's go. All right, we've got a, well, what most of you are gonna say is a flat ride, so I'm gonna say it's a flat ride for today, even though the park doesn't consider it. But our first one today, Pipe Scream. All right, and Lake Erie Eagles is ending its rotations right now. Looks like it has a nice short line too. I'm not sure that has a fast lane, but that's okay as long as I can find a quick line that I can get into. Okay, more people got in line there right in front of me, so I was already pushing it, just decided not to do it. So instead, we're going over to Monster. We're gonna try to hit that quickly here. It's also, I believe, just now loading, and it had an empty line. So I should have taken the gift that was in front of me, but I didn't initially. So here we go, right into Monster. Our next ride. All right, so it looks like they were right in the middle of a rotation of getting people out. Coming up here just to get a drink of water. Lake Erie Eagles has way too long of a line right now for me to get into it. So we're headed over to use our fast lane instead for Magnum. So let's go. Line's pretty decent here for Magnum.
Very soon.
And we are already here, just waiting for that next train to come by. It has been 10 minutes right now, and here comes the train. So, let's go. All right, and our next ride, I'm afraid to say, is Corkscrew. Not a fan of this ride, but other than its historical value, but it's gonna be a really good line to hop in because the fast lane just goes directly up to the station. So should be nice and easy to get into. We've got a 30, maybe 45 minute wait according to that sign right now. But all I'm gonna have to do is just walk up these stairs. It looks like it's gonna be a walk on for me. The tiniest bit of a wait here, but yeah, pretty much just a straight walk on. And our train is already here. Let's go. And the next ride is the Super Himalaya that we're going to ride. I just have to wait for an entire group of people to go on. And there's no line right now, so I don't really care if I'm out right now or not. Too bad Topical Dragster isn't running this year. They're still wishing for that. We should get on to this very first one here though. Should be perfect. Here I am in the seat. Let's go. I suppose I'm going to need to take this off. Power tower on both sides says a 5-minute wait. Thinking this is pretty much just a walk-on. Well, maybe not quite. Not quite a walk-on. This is not one of those rides that I enjoy though. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna chicken out. Okay, so here are the rules for when I chicken out. There's a guy up there with a light blue shirt on. He is the one I'm watching for, because he has to finish up this ride before I can leave. So I'm just watching for him to get on. So that way I know it would be done by the time that I would get off. Because basically what I'm doing right now is I am riding this ride, even though I'm really not riding this ride. It's like a virtual experience. Street party going on behind me, and we are headed up to Valravn right now for some pretty quick thrills because of the fast lane, because of Fast Lane Plus. So we are, it looks like it's got a very long line right now, but hopefully Fast Lane won't be nearly so bad. Now, my fast lane for today cost me $109. It was a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be. Now, that's also with a Platinum Pass discount. And I think only Platinum Passes get the discount on that. You can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments on that. But she did ask me specifically if I had a Platinum, not if I had a Gold Pass or just any pass. No one is in this fast lane line. Perfect. Once again, Valravn, as long as there's not a line in particular for fast lane, this is a great way where you make up a lot of time on your fast lane day here at Cedar Point. All right. Here we are going into Valravn. Let's go. It's only like a 4-minute wait. Front row on Valravn. I absolutely love it. There was a girl right next to me praying, "Dear Jesus, please help me not faint." Or please help me not die. Which I think is hilarious. So smooth. The inversions are just so big and so soaring. It's an incredible ride. You know though, now that I think about it, why not hit one more right next to here? Blue Streak is right here. That'll have a nothing fast lane at this point. We might as well hit it on our way up toward the front of the park, because I believe Given is going to meet me here in just a few minutes. So let's go. Yep, this is a pretty long line, but I get to skip it all. This is yet one more where the line goes all the way up to the front. You never share the line with everyone. Look who it is. How you doing, Given?
What's up?
All right, we're here celebrating with Given today too, because he just got
A brand new job.
That's right. So we're gonna go hang out.
Yeah, and hopefully I won't be broke all the time once I start getting paid again, because that's my biggest thing. I was like, not making enough money, so I gotta get a new job, and here we are.
Those didn't make it onto my video. Listen to this music from Rescuers Down Under. Such a good movie. I was gonna go outside, but I don't see, yeah. I don't see toes in the sand. All right. Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Let's go. What's that? No, it's not that old. I just don't know why I know it. Tell me what you probably on all the main radio stations. I like it. Concert by Given. Let's go. Because this isn't copyrighted by any means. No. This is how I get demonetized. Let's go. Things are set up for this new Cedar Point nights, or not new Cedar Point nights, but for Cedar Point nights coming up.
The Lake Erie Luau.
Wait, what?
The Lake Erie Luau.
Is it different?
I don't know, but that's what they're advertising this year, is the Lake Erie Luau.
What?
So, yeah.
But I see a thing up. There's been a thing that says Cedar Point.
Cedar Point nights this year is Lake Erie Luau, and it starts, I believe, the 29th through the 21st of August.
This is why you should subscribe to Given.
Absolutely, yeah. That's fun.
Honestly, though, it comes down so much further than it has in the past.
Yeah.
And that makes me think maybe there is more to this. Maybe they're trying to use more of the beach than what they've used in the past, because next year they're gonna have a new Palladium for you to come visit down here on the beach for late night concerts and a bar and all kinds of things. All right, Given, how many drinks did we have?
I'm 3 deep.
Oh yeah, you're 3 deep. I'm 2 deep. But I'm a lightweight, and it's sad. And it's kind of good too. We like it. So we're going to the bathroom right now. We'll see what we do in just a second here. Let's try it. Let's see what it's like. Okay, we've got a 30-minute wait here for Raptor. Given does not have a fast lane.
I do not.
So we're just gonna hang out and vibe. But let's see what happens. Let's go. Yeah, this isn't more than 30 minutes. This should be fine. So far, it's been 10 minutes right now. This is not a terrible line at all. All right, this is looking like it's very likely going to be a 20-minute wait. Given, are you ready?
I'm all ready. Let's go.
Your baby's going behind you.
My baby is going behind me. That's right there.
Go 4 on Raptor. Let's go. Here it is right now, and that is 19 minutes at this very moment. Will we like this ride toasty?
We love this ride, Toasty.
Are we sure?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If I have any confidence in my mind, it's that this ride, Toasty, is the best ride, Toasty.
We're gonna go get ourselves a little bit seasick here on Ocean Motion. It's where we're headed right now. Given's vlogging me. Oh, and it looks like it has like no line whatsoever. So let's go. All right, here we go. Ocean Motion. Walk on. We are here on row 1. Are you so excited?
I'm so excited.
Isn't the Now, my daughter loves to ride this ride at the very beginning of the day. At the very beginning of the day, it's not nearly as good. But, of course, it's worthwhile if you have like friends or family who absolutely love this ride. But otherwise, come here at the end of the night. We didn't have any wait at all for this. That's a much better way to get on it rather than having to wait, you know, like 10 or 15 minutes for it. We're gonna be as far high as we possibly can be, all the way there on the end. Hugo's Italian Kitchen. Let's go. This is a nice place for a large meal. Maybe I'll try one of the like calzones that they have. All right, now I have never tried one of these, and as a matter of fact, I don't even know what it's called, but looks very good. It's crusted in Parmesan cheese. So let's dig in, see what it's like. Okay, so it's packed with cheese and pepperoni. All Italian food is basically the same. Cheese, pepperoni on bread. Or maybe sausage. There might be some veggies, but either way, it's on some sort of bread. This is just like a rolled up pizza. Honestly, the bread really has less flavor to it than the calzone or whatever this thing is that I'm eating. So I'm eating the bread now. I'm saving the rest of my calzone for last. Next ride is the Carousel. Looks like they are right now letting people on. So hopefully this should be a great time for us. All right, Given, once again we meet.
What's up?
On the Carousel, where we can make videos.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey!
I'm on the carousel because we're allowed to.
That's right. No, Given, you're moving. See, look. Time to go on the Skyride. Given, when's the last time you rode the Skyride?
A couple weeks ago, I
Oh, okay. All right, next we've got Iron Dragon. Let's hope it doesn't have too long of a line. Yes.
do not have fast lane.
But there's no fast lane on Iron Dragon either way.
Iron Dragon. So let's see how long this really takes.
Yeah.
Kind of the front of the line, so kind of seeing how long it's gonna take to ride this coaster.
Yep, so far it has been 13 minutes. All right, we've got a 15-minute wait right now. We still gotta wait for our next train, but it's not gonna take long. Let's go. Your constant PSA here to make sure that you stay hydrated. Right now we are headed to the water rides, if they're open, but they might have closed at 7. If they're closed at 7, then we'll just chalk them up for a loss and we'll move on. We've already chalked up 1 for a loss today, but we may have to chalk these up for a loss too. But that's okay. We'll see what all we can do beyond that. Oh, it looks like it is open. Quite possibly up here. I don't see anything barricading the entrance. So the moment of truth. It's a little bit colder. Do you want to ride or not?
I'll do it.
And a costume change happened, but I need this right now because I need a nice warm shirt this evening to be able to get into. So basically I'll find any reason to take my shirt off whatsoever. So let's go. So this is like what I talked about earlier today. Leave your shoes, your shirt, whatever it is you need to leave, over next to Thunder Canyon. Then come over here, ride Snake River Falls. Once you're done with Snake River Falls, you're gonna have to cross the river anyway. So cross the river, go over and ride Thunder Canyon. And then, once you get off that ride, you'll have your shoes and your shirt and all that kind of stuff right there, ready for you at the end. It is cold and I am completely and entirely drenched. And we're not done yet. Given is completely and entirely drenched too.
I am entirely drenched and it's your fault.
It's my fault. And we are on our way over to Thunder Canyon.
Thunder Canyon, so.
That's right. Let's go.
Let's go.
This is kind of like the day just recently when it rained for most of the day. Couldn't see.
The thing about Thunder Canyon is that you either have a raft that is completely soaked or not soaked at all. You don't really ever know if
Jasmine, redirect this child.
All right. All right, let's go. Now the people right in front of us, they went twice in a row because no one else was behind them. Because who wants to do this late at night? Well, apparently I do. I'm actually not that cold. Given just said he's freezing. It's not that terrible. No way, you're just a wimp, that's all.
I live in South Carolina.
South Carolina made you weak.
No, we lived here too, but we lived down there. But yeah, when we come back here, it's very different.
Nice.
Very different. Where's the family dryer? Because I'm at it.
No, they seriously don't work. I'm warning you. Go try them and tell me. I'll walk by you and get your review. No, worst $5 I've ever spent. You guys. And it is almost 8 o'clock when the water rides are turned off. Wave swinger. Also, given if we weren't sober before, we are now.
I am now, yeah, absolutely.
After you got a whole bunch of ice water dumped on your heads. It does feel very nice to have a nice warm shirt to put on. All right, this next section is brought to you by my Patreon because I was supposed to sing with the Toes in the Sand band today, but they were not around. So, next on the list is doing Skyhawk. Technically, I'm supposed to do both sides. I'm just gonna start with one today because, yeah. But Given's gonna go on it with me so he can vouch that I actually did it. So, I'm afraid I'm gonna pee my pants or something. But we'll see what happens. Let's go. This is at least not too long of a wait for this. 2.
Are you gonna go 11 and 12 on the blue side?
Guys. I'm scared.
You said Patreon would do it, but guess what? I peer pressured him into it. So who's actually winning? Is it the Patreons or is it me?
The Patreon is definitely winning. That was the worst thing I've ever done. And I blame you.
I thought it was great.
Hey, though, I did deserve it because I got you drenched like a little wet puppy dog, so.
Yeah. I'm still very wet, even after Skyhawk and Wave Swinger.
Oh my word, that thing truly, like, out of all, like, okay, so I've done Wave Swinger now. I didn't like that last year. Is that the only thing I didn't like before? I've tried other things here or there. When I've tried them, I've liked them. Until this one. This is awful. So that was absolutely miserable. And by the end, I was just praying to Jesus that he would end the ride. Because that's what needed to happen. Thank God it's over and we're done. So.
See, I love Skyhawk. I'm the other person. I love getting thrown up into the air and slingshotted back and forth. It's great to me. So weird.
It's awful. That was the worst experience ever. So I'm gonna go use the restroom right now. It says a 5-minute wait for Cedar Creek Mine Ride. Hopefully we won't have to wait long at all. One more ride that we have to ride.
Good night for Cedar Creek Mine Ride.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I just rode an awful ride.
Little like corridor that they have leading up to the mine right. I don't know.
Oncoming rider, please enter the train.
Go right now. All right, so we are on our way up toward the front of the park to ride Magnum one more time. Actually, Given's gonna head out fairly quickly after that. But we're gonna just get a little bit of fun time on something a little bit different. He's graciously come along with me on like all of this. So I love that. Love it when he comes and hangs out. But we're gonna get one more ride on his secondary baby. Right into the regular line for Magnum XL200. Thanks. It says a 15-minute wait. Let's go. After a short delay for someone who got sick, we are now on our way up into Magnum.
Please do not stand on the handrails. Please do not stand on.
Let's go. Given, you excited?
I'm so excited.
How was your baby?
My baby was running excellently tonight. Absolutely fantastic.
I didn't think so as much. She kind of hurt this time. She wasn't playing nice. Let's just say that.
I thought it was running excellently, but that's just me. I'm partial to Magnum and Raptor.
You like a nice fast ride though.
I do.
And like, you like it when these coasters kind of beat you up.
I do. I really, honestly, I do. Because the more intense, the more there is. I don't know.
Well, thank you so much, Given, for coming and hanging out today.
Well, thank you for letting me hang out.
It's always fun to have you. You guys, of course, his stuff will be down below. You guys know where to find it. Definitely go check him out if you haven't yet. And we're gonna keep on going. I've got just a little bit more time. He's about to head out right now.
I sure am.
I am beelining it up to Gatekeeper right now. And then I'm gonna go back. We're gonna hit the 2 roller coasters we haven't hit today. We're not gonna hit every ride, but already we've done more than 20 things today. And there will be more coming in just a little bit here. So we've got plenty to do. So we'll see how many more we can complete for the end of the night tonight. It just feels so full. Like there are just tons of people on the walkways.
Yep.
I feel like that's, like the later the season goes, the more that happens. They have the good waters. All right, this is about to open up right now, Dodgem, which means we're gonna go in and ride it with the fast lane. There are fast lanes for some of the flat rides also. They do have them. Not every one of them has a fast lane entrance though. I defy you to ride the bumper cars and dodge them and not smile. You have to be happy riding Dodgem. It's just, them's the rules. I don't make the rules. That is the rules. It is becoming ever more apparent that they are definitely building a building right back here. I'm not sure what else might accompany it, but we see our building happening. And now it's time for fast lane. Oh, sorry. Here you go. Here it comes, let's go. Well, it's 9:47. I have just a few minutes to get back to Maverick and to ride that before the park ends for the night. So, that's where I'm going. That is the last coaster that I need to ride today, on top of the like 22 some rides that I have ridden today so far. By the end of the day, we should have somewhere around 23, maybe 24. I'll count them in just a little bit. But I have quite a walk to get to the back. And then I'll only have a few more rides, a few flat rides to ride for me to have ridden everything here at Cedar Point this year. So we'll have to be looking out for a part 2 on this video. That'll be coming out sometime soon. There'll be more than just flat rides, but we'll make sure that we hit all of those flat rides specifically that I missed today. There's one of them, the Derby. We've also got Cadillac cars, or yeah, Cadillac cars. I always forget which one it was that they got rid of at the back. We also have Lake Erie Eagles that I didn't do, Tiki Twirl, and the Giant Wheel. Oh, we also have the Matterhorn and the Scrambler that I haven't done. So we've got a healthy list of a few rides that still need to be done, including also the train, which we're not going to be able to hit today. But it looks like I will get to watch maybe just a little bit of the show on the way over to go get in line for Maverick.
No matter what music is playing, Cedar Point guests will always be dancing!
Right. Catch this!
Down over here! We are trying to do a show.
Kids playing with the ribbons.
I am so sorry. But hey,
I'm not gonna watch that entire show. We just wanted to see just a little bit of it
if you don't play
on our way back to go get Maverick. So let's go. All right, we're here at Frontier Town. Got about 3 minutes left, so let's go. I'm gonna be cutting right through the farm. Frontier Town, I need to stop meeting you like this. Seems like every single time I've come here in recent memory, I'm coming here at the very end of the night to hit one ride that I neglected to do earlier on in the night. Looks like it's a fairly short line inside. I'm not sure if that's fast lane or not. Looks like it might be. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Oh, good. Okay. It is not the fast lane line. Great. We'll get right in and through. Last roller coaster of our challenge. So every roller coaster's been done. We've still got a few flat rides that need to be completed. But that'll wait until Thursday. Last remaining group of people here. And that's the last ride here for today. Whew! Was nice though. I got a little bit of rest when Given came by. We got to celebrate his new job, and that was definitely good. I mean, what's better? Riding everything, which I wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway. I'm almost positive. I think I still would have had a couple that I still would have needed to have completed. Just from Snake River Expedition alone. I think that much tells me that I probably would have had an extra thing that I would have needed to have done. But is it better to have been able to have ridden almost everything, or to have been able to spend some time with a friend? I would say friend always trumps the riding everything. Even at that, or mostly everything, especially in this case. Even at that, we still got a ton of rides done, and we even got a couple of repeats in. So that makes for a grand total of 23 rides that I was able to ride today. We did get a repeat on Magnum in there also, so 23 rides including that repeat. But definitely, like, I would have had that opportunity to have ridden another ride. I would have had the opportunity of meeting Given and taking him out for a drink down at Hotel Breakers. So we had some options where we could have done a little bit more, but it's always nice to have a little bit of downtime in an exhausting day like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like we did a ton today, even with having a little bit of downtime, which is really, really fun. Please press that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And if you made it this far, definitely press that like button. You liked something, or you like to hate on me, and that's okay too. So press that like button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's go. All right, this is Andrew and Amy. All right, thank you guys so much for saying hi. Andrew, what's your favorite ride here? I just did a ride everything challenge today. So what's your favorite ride out of all of them?
Steel Vengeance.
Steel Vengeance? Okay, awesome. I love Steel Vengeance too. I think it's such a fun ride. So thank you guys. What?
Mine too, Steel Vengeance.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted to say anything.
No, okay.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad. Thank you guys so much for saying hi. And it was awesome to meet you. Thanks. You guys have a great night, okay? Yep. See you guys later. Bye. I love being able to meet people and feel free to say hi. You know, like I'm never too busy to say hi for just a few minutes. That's awesome when you guys want to do that. You're just gonna have to put up with me being super awkward, because that's usually what ends up happening. So if you're okay with my awkwardness, I'm okay with meeting you. I love to meet you guys. Don't forget also, we have a meet and greet coming. We just hit that 3,000 subscriber mark, and I haven't quite picked a date yet, but just know that within like the next month, we're planning to have a meet and greet. So I'm trying to figure out the best dates. I'm gonna be starting school, stuff like that. So it's gonna take just a little while, but I'll put a poll out and said, how many weeks do you need? And the overwhelming majority has been 2 weeks for most people. So I'll try to give at least 2 weeks clearance for everyone, so that we know what's actually happening, all that kind of stuff. And again, if you're here at the end of this video, then you're the ride or dies. So you're the ones that definitely need to know about this. I believe it is not official, but apparently it says Ohio on this ride. O-H-I-O. Ohio. Again, very much not official. I think even Cedar Point has come out and said, no, it doesn't spell Ohio. But you know what? Whether it was meant to or not, it's a pretty cool thing to know. I love the main midway at night. So now I'm about to go just relax a little bit in the car. There is a long line to leave. Now, honestly, you shouldn't leave toward the back unless you need to. Right here is a great place to leave. Right behind me where this car's going through right now. Nobody is there. And yet, you have all of these people. Very few people are up there. And yet you have all of these people here just waiting extremely slowly to get out the back exit. There's no reason to wait for that. Now those people though, they have the right idea. That's the right kind of thing to do right there. Wait it out have some food in your car, take out some chairs, tailgate the end of the evening. Just kind of sit down, you can relax, you can decompress for a few minutes, you can all talk about what you did during the day, have a little bit of bonding time, and definitely have some good food. And then you're waiting while everyone else is in this kind of stressed out stuff. Well, I'm here at my car. Thank you guys so much for watching today once again, and let's go.